You're alive.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I would like to call the Personnel, Administration and Higher Education Committee to order. And let's see, ask for approval of the minutes from, I don't know.
I can't because I have to be in
End of October. Moved by Supervisor Conover, seconded by Supervisor Beatty. Call the question, all in favor?
Aye.
The reason for today's meeting is to conduct second interviews for the county administrator position. So with that, I would request that we enter into executive session to conduct the interviews for the county administrator position pursuant to section 105(1)(f) of the Public Officers Law. Moved by Supervisor Conover.
Discussion?
You second it?
No, yes, second and discussion.
Discussion.
You know, in the light of transparency, I'd like the committee to consider if we ask an applicant that it be an open session. And they said yes, that we conduct the interview in open session. If they say no, then we stay in executive session. But I can tell you counties across the country always do it in open session. So if the applicant agrees to that, I don't know why we shouldn't do that, so that the full transparency can take place.
Okay. How's the committee feel about that?
I'm not in support of that in any way. I
Why would
like
that be?
my answer why. These people may be looking to interview somewhere else in the future. They may not get this position, but this is a public record that will follow them wherever they go. And if they have an off day, they may not get a chance to interview anywhere else because of this information. So I would never do this in public session. I've had many interviews before in my career. None of them were in open session. It was all private with individuals. Well, I don't understand why the public needs to understand all these personal things about the three different candidates we have left.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, again, this would be if the candidate agreed. If the candidate didn't want to, we'd be in executive session. If the candidate was fine with the full transparency, then we can go in open session. It's black and white. This isn't about, well, if they say this or say that, if they don't agree to it, then fine. If they want it in open session, fine. We give them the option. Now, I can tell you that former county administrator Paul Dusick, when he was down there, when he was our county attorney, was applying for a job that was on video down in Florida. All could see it. The full board, their public and everything else. So obviously he agreed to that. I don't know why we wouldn't give the option to a candidate. If they don't want to, that's fine. I can live with that too. But I just want to give them the option. It makes no sense not to give them the option other than.
One other comment to that, Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind.
Yes.
That you could somewhat pressure this individual to have to say yes because they're uncertain in terms of what the consequences are and how that answer would be perceived by this committee and the rest of the board. So I would still say no.
Any other discussion on entering executive session?
If I could just clarify, and you did hit the correct session for the reason for executive session. I just wanted to make it clear on the record that it's because of the discussion regarding employment history of the person, and as well matters which may lead to the appointment of a particular person by Warren County. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other comments? Okay, on the question to go into executive session, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Opposed.
On opposition?